You ready? Oh, right. It's saying you live, girl. You live. Hey, you live, girl. It's
So we finna hit the remix. Remix. No.
oh, I'm sorry. I think we're live. Just FYI.
Hey, let everybody in on this good time. Let everybody in on this good time. Right?
What's going on? Challenge life.
Yes.
Good people. What's up? Monday and we popping.
Right, exactly. It's Monday and we popping.
They ain't ready for all that. They ain't ready. They ain't ready.
You know,
they ain't ready because I ain't ready.
Because I can cross ball. Shawty's like, y'all got she ain't ready for us.
We ain't ready. We ain't ready.
You know, Challenge Life family, we is always live, okay? Live like all the time. We are always full of energy, full of excitement, and tons of fun. We are super, super excited on Monday. We hope everybody is having a blessed Monday.
Yes, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. It's time for the turn up.
Turn up.
If you're having a blessed Monday. Monday. That's it.
Money. Hey, that's forever right there. Monday. Hey, I'm finna write that down. I got my notebook. Monday.
You gotta have the notebook. Gotta have the notebook.
Money Monday. That's official. We keeping that.
Look.
Money Monday.
Preparedness is key, y'all. Having the notebook ready for whatever nuggets are gonna drop. We're gonna give y'all a second to get that. Make sure you get your notebooks, you get your pen and your paper, because ain't no telling what nuggets finna drop tonight on this Monday. Okay.
Monday. Y'all like that?
I wasn't ready. They wasn't ready for the little mini concert. They wasn't ready.
I told y'all that's why we started off with the remix.
Let's go.
Look, super excited. I get to introduce y'all. I mean, the one who needs no introduction at all. Okay, y'all see her everywhere y'all look, left, right, up, down. She always there. You know what? She know who we talking about. Rhoshawndra know who we talking about.
I know who we talking about.
Even y'all know who we talking about. Okay.
Award ready.
Did you see how she blinded us with the ring? I don't know if y'all saw. My eyes were turning right there. I saw that. Yeah.
I cannot with these ladies. The beautiful
for a minute. Okay.
The beautiful Dr. Veneda Polite, aka the career doctor. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I was
bless your heart.
I was ready to lift the roofs. I was ready to set the house on fire. I'm sorry. Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's go.
I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Like, we wouldn't be nothing if we didn't have, the career doctor and the other guest we got tonight, which y'all ain't ready for her. Now, I'm telling y'all to get y'all pens ready, not for me and for the career doc. I'm telling y'all to get y'all pens ready for the beautiful, there's so much I could say about her. Like, in all seriousness, the impact that this woman makes, oh my goodness, y'all, the impact that she... Yes.
Connecting those who have with those who need.
Yes.
If you don't know her, you ain't nobody.
Right. Basically, that's real. That's real. But it is such a blessing that we get to not only have her as a friend, but also have her on our team for community relations. Miss Rhoshawndra, thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you. I'm blessed to be here. I'm glad to put in the work with the community. So thank you for having me today. I'm glad to be a part of the team.
Yes. And last but not least, me, I am Jamilia, aka Boss Lady. Just here to have a good
drum roll, please.
Yes, just here to have a good time, guys. Every week we come to you guys with something live. We come to you guys with something good and juicy, right? We're all about good and juicy, not gossip juicy, y'all. Let's correct that. We don't want gossip juicy. We not
juicy.
We drive the truth. We talk about the truth, the truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, about helping you, someone anyone you're connected with, get through figuring out what they want to do, how to live fully in their passion and what they're passionate about, and how to do it without breaking your bank account. You know,
that part right there.
Faster, easier, less student debt. Let's go.
Right.
I mean, how many of y'all was praying that they wrote off them student debts though? I don't know if y'all was in the prayer line.
I'm trying to get in touch with the president.
We still on some needs. Hey, direct line. I need two lines. Heaven and the White House. I need both of them.
Listen,
yes.
Lady Biden in town today. I might have to find her. Lady Biden, Dr. Jill, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah. Can we holler at anybody? Yes.
Anybody.
So we are absolutely about that. And so what we like to do is we like to give you concise direction, right? So everybody's gone through it. We all went through getting our education.
Yes.
We all stumbled through it, right? We all got debt that say, hey, reminder, you stumbled. You know, so we all don't, right? We all don't want anyone to make that mistake. Not only that, but we have all, as adults, been able to go through careers and say, this might not be the right fit for me. What do I do? How do I switch it up? Yeah. What can I do? And feeling like you're in a space where you can't because you've been in a career for too long, or you feel like you don't have the education, or you just don't know where to freaking start. Okay. That's a lot of it. A lot of people just do not know where to start.
Hashtag everybody.
Yes. So we're going to give you, and we're going to try to keep it concise now, y'all. If y'all was on the last live, y'all saw the last live, it was just two of us. Okay. And we ate up 30 minutes with y'all. We just ate them all up. So now we got Rhoshawndra. So I'm going to try to talk less. I'm going to try to talk less because what she got to say is way more hype than me, okay? So we're gonna drop that, okay?
Help me, baby.
Help us, please.
Help, please.
Before we do start, I do want to definitely throw up some prayers for everybody in Russia and Ukraine. Happily have to throw that out there for what's going on over there. Only God can help. And we definitely need everybody to be putting their prayers and support. America has so many things that we need to pray for, but we also want to pray for our brothers and sisters across the waters. Have to throw that out there. Boom, let's go.
Absolutely, absolutely. Super in a very awkward space in the world, right? A space that a lot of us have never been in before, and a lot of us are uneasy about, and a lot of using to make transition, right? A lot of reminders that time is of the essence, that nothing is promised to you, that there is no better time than right now, right? To make any change that you need to make.
Tomorrow is not promised, so let's do it today.
So let's do it today. So we're going to give you some tools. So today we're talking about a roadmap. Who don't like a roadmap? Except for y'all that like to color outside the lines, I can't help y'all with that. But for the people who like to color inside the lines,
I got the big black line. I used to put the big black line around mine so that the colors wouldn't go out.
Right.
TMI.
You know,
you say it a lot without saying a lot right now.
I am not.
Keep it in the lines. Okay, I'm done.
I'm not fooling with y'all. Okay, with that, we're gonna give you guys some roadmaps. And the first thing we're gonna talk about them, and I'm gonna give them to you in nuggets, and then we're gonna all talk about what we think about them, right? Because that's just what it is. Okay. So first thing is essential. You got to study yourself. Yeah. How many of y'all knew who y'all were at
14? No, right? The number is 14. You got to know who you are at 14, because that's when folks are asking you what you want to be when you grow up.
I mean, it's crazy. Like when I was 14, I wanted to be a lawyer, and it was because of money. Had nothing to do with who I was, what I liked to do, what I was passionate about, what I even enjoyed hanging out with nothing. It was just purely, I want to make some dough, and that's what I'm going to do. So definitely study yourself. And what that means is think about those things. How people do not think about what it is they like. We're so busy, especially now, teenagers, especially, because there's so many things that you guys are flooded with, that to stop and think about what you genuinely like. Not what your parents are telling you like.
No.
Not what your friends is liking in school, right? What you really enjoy. Do you like macaroni and cheese, or do you like pizza? You should think about all of those things. Do you like cooking, or do you like rather, I ain't about that life, right? Like that's an option. You should really think about that, because there is no thing in this world that you can't think of that you enjoy that you probably couldn't make a career out of. Okay, so you're not boxed in. So that's the first thing. Study yourself. Have either of you ladies taken the effort in like, can you give a nugget on how you studied yourself to figure out what it was you really were passionate about and you wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I did is I said, what would I do if I didn't get paid for it? I could do it forever. Like I would have no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Like I would wake up every day just enjoying doing A, B, or C. And I think that kind of helped me with my passion, and my passion is helping people. And that's kind of broad, but that's a good example, you know, because everybody that's not what they're passionate about, you know. Definitely each his own, but that was one way that I did it. You know, if I woke up and I didn't get a paycheck for this, would I still do it? And the answer was yes. So that's kind of how I studied myself. Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that was deep. See, why you? I mean, you got the deepest woman in the world, like the most interesting man in the world. And then you're gonna ask me, you're gonna try to have me come behind her. Yeah, no. Two things. You know, back in the day, they used to have stuff like career events and stuff where they would have people come, and then you could say, you think you like this or you think you like that. But another thing I will add to that, since they don't have sometimes things like that, is also, what would you like to do to help somebody else? Because sometimes when you're helping somebody else, really, it's more satisfying than you just doing something for yourself. So what can you do to help somebody else? Because sometimes that'll get you out of the bed faster than I just want to make a lot of money.
That's true. I mean, that's real. There are so many, not just internal things we can do, because we're talking from an adult stance, right? Like we've already passed a lot of it, but there's a lot of tests you can take that'll sort of guide you into careers and tell you, hey, based on what you like, you don't like, this is what might best suit you. No test is 100%. I will say that off bat. You know, it's a guide. Just like with Challenge Life, when you join Challenge Life, we take you through the same thought process. What is it that you like? If you don't like sitting for a long time, you probably don't want to be an accountant, because we sit a lot. You know, if you
don't like children, don't be a teacher.
Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah,
it's a lot of people animals, discovering that. A veterinarian.
Right.
Yeah, some things just kind of go hand in hand.
They do, but what's so crazy is people still do it.
Yeah, exactly. That part right there.
Yeah, I know people who like, you know, they go all the way. They're in nursing school, like, oh my God, I don't like blood.
You don't like blood? You're in nursing school?
That's the whole thing. Yeah. So yeah. But then we have to get into, you have to know what the position entails. And a lot of people really don't know what the position entails. So that's something you have to know too.
That leads into the step 2, though. Step 2 is explore career options. And I'm going to say 2 and 3, I'm going to merge them together, because you explore career options and you choose a career. And a lot of times we make that number 3, that choose a career, like the finite, like you've chosen it, you're done. You know what I'm saying? And the reality of it is that, especially, let's say if you're young, you're getting out of college, you're in high school, I really want you to do internships. I want you to spend your time doing internships in the most random of things that you think you might remotely like. I know you might have to stick with just your allowance from your parents, or figure out another way, or it might be tight, but it is going to save you so much time and make your future career life so much more enjoyable.
So much better.
So much more enjoyable. So take that time out to do that. And honestly, even as an adult, you know, like, we're in the careers. All of us are in careers. We've been in our careers, but there are times where you're like, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. How do I explore a career at this age in the career that I'm in? I work a 9 to 5. I have a family. I have kids. I have things like that. Take a class at a community college, right? Take a class, one class. Don't be going like, I'm going to go get a degree in this thing, but take one class at a community college, right? Or, you know, thinking about, if you don't even want to get that deep, there are so many options for you in figuring out what you want to do. I have a variety of friends from all different careers and all different things. And all my friends, I ask them every day, what you do? How you do it? So how you figure out how to do that? I don't like that. I asked you to go out last week and you couldn't go because you had to work. I don't like that job. I don't want to do that. That sounds like what I'm set up with right now.
I don't want the job where you can't never go out.
Right. You know, I love traveling. I got into traveling because I saw someone who traveled so often, and I was trying to figure out what they did for a living that they got to travel to all these places so much. So it's asking those questions. And let's just be real. Not everybody has the resource, right? Not everybody has the Rhoshawndra connections. Like Veneda said, if you don't know her, then I don't know who you is.
She know Barack.
Right. She knows. She got his number in there. She don't want to tell us. That's okay. I know the Secret Service told her to shut it down, but that's all right. But you know, it is there. Not everybody has that resource, but that is why we have our program. We have our program for those who don't have that network of people. It doesn't matter what age you are. Every career you can think of is there and ready for you to go in, check out, see if it's something you're interested in. I mean, and we give you every nitty-gritty detail you can think of, right? We give you
bad, and ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly, because we want you to think about what it is you're choosing, not just from a financial stance, but also, is it going to give you the best return on your investment? If you decide to go to school now and you say, well, it's going to cost me $60,000 to go to school, what's the pay for that job? Right. Now, there's the thing to be said, like Rhoshawndra just asked the question, if I never made $1 from doing this, would I still go do it? Yes, I would still go do it. But would I go into debt doing it? Do I want to start out in debt?
Right.
You know, so think about the pathway. Not every pathway is the same. You don't have to go to a university for everything that you want to do. Be open, because there are a lot of varieties, and that's what we talk about in our program. So it's absolutely amazing. So like, we are already taking, so in our program, we didn't took you through steps 1 through 3. Okay. So we didn't took you through steps 1 through 3.
Right.
Just coming to us alone.
And
so
I do have to add, Jamie, you know, sometimes people are looking for what they should do, but one of the best things you can learn is what not to do.
Yes.
There are
just
careers
as important.
Just as important. You're going to find out. I'm going to tell you, I, for almost 12 years, said I wanted to do something, a specific thing in medicine. I wanted to deliver babies. I want to deliver babies. I don't want to deliver babies. That's all I wanted to do. You couldn't tell me nothing about that. You couldn't, you went to a wall. That's all I wanted to do. And then I went to the internship for the delivering babies internship. And I found out that was only 10% of their job. The rest of their job was not delivering babies. It was this well woman's check. And I said to myself, ain't no way in God's green earth. Ain't no way in God's green earth. I'm going to do this for 90% of my life. And immediately I said, the one thing I want to do my whole life, I no longer want to do. So sometimes it's not just what you want to do, finding out what you want to do, finding out what you don't want to do. Because you think because your mama did it, your cousin did it, your brother did it, and everybody said you did it, and then you get there, you like, I do not want to do this, and then you can find out what you want to do before you spend 4 years in school and $60,000.
I mean, that's real, because if somebody had said you that ain't gonna be for you, baby,
right?
That ain't gonna be for you. Do you
see, you had to know it for yourself, though. You had to know it for yourself.
I had to
that
see
reality check came along. What?
Yeah, I had to see it for myself.
Right. That part right there.
Okay, that's a whole medical situation.
That's true. But like you said, that's what's great about Challenge Life, is that you really give individuals, young people, opportunity to kind of look at all aspects. You know, what's the cost? What is the true cost? Because like you said, you might want to be a lawyer, but you got to know what it takes to be a lawyer financially, as far as education wise. And that's important. You know what I'm trying to say? Very important. And how long and all those aspects. And so that's definitely a really exciting aspect of Challenge Life and what we offer for this organization to the community.
And it's, you know, it's a real issue, right, that we face in our community, right? My mother did not go to college. She did not know what to tell me. She did not know where to send me to get the information. She was very hopeful that my guidance counselor at school would be telling me what I needed to know. And she didn't know. My guidance counselor didn't know, but my mama didn't know. My guidance counselor didn't know, right? She didn't know that it wasn't going to be a personal experience for me with my guidance counselor saying, hey, this is what you like. This is what I think, because I know you personally, right? And I spent some time with you. So it was the best thing. My mother said, I know I'm not going to be able to do that, so I'm going to put her in a space where she can get it. And she connected me with other women who did have what she didn't. But not everybody can do that. And so this is what this offers, you connecting your child even with a level that you don't have, because there's no shame in that. Like, why we shame people for crazy things.
I wish.
No shame in that.
I wish I had this. I wish I had somebody that says, hey, let me show you who you are, what you want to be, questions that you want to ask. And these are the things that you need to be doing right now while you're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So you don't get to 25 and then be trying to figure out, I don't like this job, I hate this career, and I just graduated college. Or better yet, like some of us 40 and 50 just now talking about, I'm really not passionate about what I do.
That's hard. That's hard. That's why this next one, y'all, number 4 is lit. Okay. So number four is level up your skill set. Now look, this was one of the hardest things for me to grasp, period. I was always big about learning, always wanted to learn, but there's a difference in learning and leveling up your skill set. That leveling up your skill set is a focus. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. It is a focus. It is awesome to do, and it's a great way to transition and really set yourself up for what you specifically want. This is like my thought of like, okay, I've been nursing for 4 or 5 years, but now I want to be a surgical nurse or a nurse practitioner, or, you know, so now that's you're still in the same house, right? But you got to level up that skill set. That means you got to get in and connect and do things that you probably haven't done to level up to be able to do that. So, or to pursue it. So that's a whole nother ball game. What y'all think about that stuff? I know y'all some leveling up sisters, so let me know what y'all think about that.
No, that's Robo right there. That's I'm gonna leave that to the masters right there. I'm gonna let Robo answer that.
Yeah, I'll just, with the level up skill set, that just be you trying to remain fresh on your grind every day. You know, it's doing the extra, right? Taking that extra step. You know, it's taking those extra incentives, you know, such as the programs that Challenge Life offer you. You know, I'm trying to say, how dope would it be for you to be a high school student, like, without a shadow of doubt, like, like, if you want to be a lawyer, yes. And they say you want to be a lawyer, and you be like, I want to be a lawyer, and it's going to take me this amount of years of education. The cost is going to be around this amount, and because I'm going to do internships in sports, entertainment, medical, based on whichever area of law that I decide, I potentially can make this in sports, I can make this in entertainment, or I can make this in medicine. And you like 16 years old, and you got like that type of level, type of mentality.
Can you imagine coming to your guidance counselor with that?
Because you have studied to show thyself approved, right?
Right.
Oh,
that's the level up. That's the level up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I had to put a little sprinkle up in there. You know how I do.
Roman.
That's powerful. I mean, if I heard a 16-year-old say that, I gotta go back and check myself, because I'm like, look, I like y'all all, both of you have said, I wish I would have known.
I wish I would have known that.
Given the opportunity to know, you know, what Challenge Life is going to present, and the opportunity is just amazing to have that kind of knowledge and accessibility. Challenge Life in and of itself is leveling up. So I'm done.
Yes.
Mic drop right there. I'm done.
Bam. You see that? Bam.
The mic is still on. It's rolling up the screen. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. The question was asked earlier. Imagine having that level of depth at 14, 16. But when I went to the guidance counselor, I didn't know what to do. And all they told me was take this class, that class to graduate. But imagine if I said, well, no, actually, I have my career exploration readiness certificate from Challenge Life, and I do know that I want to be a nurse. And here's the 121 credits that I need to take. And I want to go to Alabama because they have the highest school for this. And I also want to be a nurse practitioner. So afterwards, I'll get my master's. And here are the courses that I need to take now. And here's the AP courses that I need to take here. I can get them here for free. And I'll have a semester worth. That level, first of all, whoever that was talking, I'm sure the guidance counselor's mind is like,
right.
Thank you for doing my job. They shouldn't
be scared that they're replaceable.
Thank you for doing my job.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for doing my job, because that's what just happened.
All right.
That's what we're packed with. And not only that, like the passion for us to have that for our kids, our young adults, or for anyone trying to figure out the figure out, right?
Yeah,
like
we're not doing it. We're not letting the next generation do what we did. All of us, many of us have a ton of student debt. Many of us did not find our passion till later, if we found it at all. Many of us do not understand our purpose. We don't even know how to find these key things. So we have to help the next generation find their career passion and purpose faster, easier, and with less student debt.
Yes, absolutely. There's no way around that. This, and I'm going to go into, because we're going to run out of time, because you know how we get, I want to go to this, won't get stuck, because this next one is really it, right? Because this next one is you land your first job. So we're saying your first job. How many, I ain't going to say how many jobs I didn't have, but it's been several. It ain't been my first. I didn't pass my first a long time ago.
This ain't the confessional, but go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
Veneda Jackson on that one.
We got Veneda now. That's a whole nother thing.
That's why I'm a career box, because I've had too many careers.
You be like, what, you do that too? Oh, you done did that too?
Whatever you said, you could have been a boomerang and an orangutan trainer. I was there.
Right. You be like, she did that too. I don't know when did she do that? Okay.
Right.
But you land your first job, right? Now, in your first job, I just want to say it is your first job. You know how when you go buy a house and they be like, oh, that's nice, it's your first house. It's your first house. The anticipation is that you'll have another house, right? So the anticipation is that you'll have another job, right? We're not talking about your career. We're talking about your job that you're utilizing in your career. You will have another one. Every job you get is a stepping stone to something else. Yeah. Learn what you can. Soak up what you can. Yeah. Create meaningful relationships and connections, because those meaningful relationships and connections are what help and guide you in ways you don't even know. Yes. When you leave that job, those connections and meaningful relationships will still be present, even though you're gone from that job. So focus on that. Now you've gotten your job. You've leveled up your skill set. You've done the work on yourself to figure out what it is you want. You joined Challenge Life and said, they gave me all of the good, and we did. We gave you all of the goodness you needed to make the right decision, to make a sound decision. And now you're in a place where you have a job. You're utilizing your job to the best of your ability. Yep. There are so many people that punch a clock, y'all. It's just be sad. It's so many people that punch a clock. I work with people of all different age ranges. And when I listen to the conversation, it is so scary to me. So because different. I'm like, wow. So many people are just there and they're afraid to go anywhere else. And then you have people who are there and who are like, I'm out of here, but they have gained nothing from their experience there. Like, I'm like, so we gonna call this a waste of time, because you ain't gained nothing. Like, gain knowledge. Anytime your job wants to send you to a training, anytime they want to give you, do it. It is all investment into yourself for something that is greater in the future.
If they paying for school, if they paying for the bus ticket for you to get home, whatever they giving, you need to be taking that. You need to build your brains and never burn bridges. So it needs to be like a Home Depot experience. Get all the tools in the tool belt. I don't know what that game is, a supermarket suite, where they just let you free in the supermarket. You get as much in that supermarket, whatever training, tools, tricks, or the trade, you learn everything you can. And there is a big shift, because you know, back in the day, people stayed places forever, got a pension, got a retirement. Those days are gone. The 401k done changed that. You could stay somewhere for 3 days and be gone. But now what it is you need to get as much knowledge, wisdom, and experience as you can everywhere you go. You should never sit any place and not gain something from it.
You really should not. It really is. I mean, Rhoshawndra, you have so many, and I mean, we joked about this, y'all, earlier about Rhoshawndra and her connections. But like, we joke about it. We joked about it, but it is really real. Like, I don't think there's a person that I've ever mentioned where Rhoshawndra didn't say, "Oh, I know them." Like, I mean,
in other states you can mention and people know Rhoshawndra.
You're like, "Oh, that's Rhoshawndra. You know her?" Like, yeah, that's her. Okay, that's the same. Yeah. Okay, that's just it. But how many times have those connections, would you say, have advanced your career or helped advance someone else's career?
Yeah, I mean, relationships are very, very important. It's like it's an asset, you know what I'm trying to say, and just different type of relationships on different levels. You know, my first job in higher ed was a relationship that I had, and I never even thought about going into higher ed. Didn't go to school for it, anything but transferable skills. you know, and you'll learn that about Challenge Life as far as transferable skills. An individual that saw something, it was like, come work at the university, and I was, you know, there. You know, relationships are huge, and I think that's why you always, you know, regardless of wherever you go in your career, make sure that you have healthy relationships. I think that's important to take away. You know, of course, sometimes you'll have different challenges in different employment settings, but those that, you know, that have put some resources into you and some value into you, you know, stay connected to those individuals, because, you know, opportunities that come along, they might think of you, you know, based on your skill set and what you've done in a work environment. And it's true. What the career doc said, you know, I know only one college friend that has stayed with the same company since she graduated from college, but the company's name has changed. You see what I'm trying to say?
I get you. Yeah.
But she's the only one. She's the only one of my college friends. Everyone else, they've all gone to different employers, you know, other opportunities, different venues. So like she was saying, those days of our like grandparents and great grandparents working at a company for 30, 40, 50 years, it's the only job they ever had in their whole life. Those days are very, very far gone. So that's the other good thing I think about Challenge Life, is we're going to teach you those different skill sets that you'll need to know. Because I think what we also learned during this season, you had to learn how to pivot, right? Because your work environment might have changed. Some of us went to brick and mortar to a virtual setting, right? And so what does that mean? You know, it was a whole different skill set that some of us had to learn, because we weren't used to talking to screens. We're used to talking to people. Now you got to get your technology.
And now it's the opposite. Don't nobody want to talk to no people or touch them.
That part right there.
That part.
So relationships are key, and it's important for you to just see that as an asset, as a resource, and definitely stay in touch with people. And the networking is always good.
Super dope. Now, she just dropping mics. That's why I told y'all before we got started.
She got them in her closet. They made out of gold.
Bam. She just dropping them. She's just dropping the mics. But I have to do this last one, and then we will wrap it up, guys. The last one is give back to others.
Hey, that is
part of the road.
You ain't said nothing until you said that. You didn't say nothing.
It's the give back from me.
Yes, it is so important, and it is one of the things that people really typically don't have in their roadmap. People's roadmap is typically all about them, but just like we're talking about, you know, our paths and how we went and having these meaningful connections, it is so important to give back and to share your experience and to share your knowledge, because someone else is scrabbling up just like you were, and they need it. And they need it. And the impact that we all make collectively is beyond words.
I gotta say it. The reason why we started Challenge Life is because we were having conversations about all of our friends who had student debt, and how we had to struggle, and how we had to, when we found our passion, and how long it took us to get there. And it was like, you know, this next generation is going to go up the rough side of the mountain unless some of us turn back around and say, hey, you know what you probably need to think about? You need to think about this. What do you like to do? What are you watching on TV? What you need to, and maybe don't take out all them student loans. You don't have to take out, if they offer you $12,000, you ain't got to take all 12, Joe. You know, and then maybe you should work, and maybe you should stay home, and maybe community college. And if you're not ready, trade school. I'm telling you, like, all this knowledge that we had, we're like, how come we're not screaming this from the rafters? And then when we watch the next generation start doing the same thing, start making the same mistakes, getting into college and changing your major 3 times. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not at $30,000 a year. No, ma'am. So we were like, oh no, scream from the rafters. We had to give back. You have to reach back and tell people, hey, I have something that I know that I can share with you. And giving back, you have to give back, because it shows you not just what you're made of, but who you are.
Yeah. That's super important. That's super important. That's a great stopping point. I really, you know, we can stay on here for hours and talk, because this is our passion, y'all. This is what we're talking about all the time. And so, but we can't stay with you for hours, right? What hopefully you guys got the roadmap. I'm gonna go back down real quick. Study yourself, explore career options, choose a career, all leveling up, because you got to level up your skill set. Then you land your first job, which is just your first. There will be others. Don't get stuck. Don't get caught up emotionally, okay? It'll be others, okay? Grow and advance your career. Build those relationships on that first job. They will add to growing and advancing your career, not just your knowledge and skill set. Please know that. And lastly, number 7 is give back to others. We are so excited that you guys hopefully tapped into our live, checked us out, and please check us out at Challenge Life, magicchallengelife.com. You will not be sad that you joined, and give us any feedback you have. If you see a career that you really want and you don't see it, please reach out to us. Don't hesitate to direct message us. We are ready to help you where you need help. Peace out. Enjoy your Monday nights.
We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.